to see if he could go out that night, because that was part of my discussions with my brother, which was that we would try to have as many plans in the evening, especially with other people, as possible, because it was just safer. And then during the days, try to be apart or not there. And so, yeah, I called Perry. And,
did you get to talk to him, or?
No. I left a message.
And during the rest of the, you said your brother checked back in with you at one point during the day?
Yes, around the middle of the day.
What was the purpose of that, of having him check back?
Well, we had arranged for him to check in, so I knew he would be at some point. And he didn't want to call in case Mom answered the phone at that point. So he just arrived, and I don't remember exactly, but he might have come into my guest house. But we had a conversation at that point about what had happened to him the night before.
And what had happened to him the night before?
He had had a confrontation with my dad.
Had you heard it the night before, or was this the first you heard?
This is the first I had heard of it. No, that's not the first I've heard of it. I'm confused. He told me in the morning, before he left, we had this conversation. And then he came back in the midday to check on me again. That's the way it happened. Because my dad had tried to get into his room the night before, he said, and had been pounding.
This time there would be,
This-
destroy this hearsay.
State of mind again, Your Honor.
All right, this is not being received for the truth of what was said, just to reflect the state of mind of the witness here.
Okay. So Eric told you that
He
your
told me
dad
that-
had tried to get into his room.
Right, and he had the door locked, and he told me the whole thing where he was sitting on the bed and he had the gun there, and my dad was pounding on the door and demanding that he open it, and he wasn't going to open it. And he was trembling, and he wasn't sure if he was going to shoot Dad through the door or what was going to happen, and that they basically almost had this whole thing happen without me even knowing. And he thought Dad was going to burst in, and he didn't, and he was pretty, really worked up telling me this whole thing that had happened, and I just couldn't believe it. I believed it, but I just was just amazed. And
How did it make you feel when you heard about this?
I couldn't really have been more nervous than I was already after what my mother had said. It was just added to it, just a feeling that obviously that night was going to be a problem, since I'm sure my dad was going to come back, and that my brother should stay away from the house.
Did you go into the house at all on Sunday?
Yes.
And did you see your parents at all on Sunday?